help but to reflect. Sister, she's not here, Sister Ernestine and her daughter. She was here? Okay. They came to our house for Thanksgiving, and she had mentioned some things that I'd known about her, but I hadn't heard in a while. But a large number of our community, of you all in our community, have kind of relationships that are kind of estranged from your family after you became a Muslim. And not because you loved your family less because when you became a Muslim, you probably love your family even more after, and the love probably grew the longer you become a Muslim. So I just have to acknowledge that because I witnessed in my own personal family how family members, society, or we have a way of kind of ostracizing the one that's different, and never really. But it's not real. We shouldn't carry that burden because no matter how strong, we're the type of people that we look for the rule to be on the majority. Whatever we say, we feel is the political correctness, that we treat that person to the day they die. They might be on their deathbed and say, you know what, I know we didn't treat you right, but why wait, you know. So I think a lot of the relationships that we have with our non-Muslim, and those of us that have kept good relationship with our non-Muslim families should be commended. And I thank Allah for Imam Deen Mohammed for allowing us Thanksgiving. And, you know, he said, it's good to give thanks. I remember sitting as a child on the floor over on Stony Island and hearing him saying this, yeah, you should give thanks. You know, it's good to give thanks. Because I used to go to school and feel like I had to explain to my peers that I really had good parents. Because you just see the look on their face when they say, you don't celebrate Christmas? You don't eat no ham? You know, it's like I had bad parents or something. But alhamdulillah, that we are a unique and a special community of a very special and blessed people. That Allah has brought us together for a reason, you know, and made us a family. Not that we love our non-Muslim families any less, but He has brought us closer together. And when we hear reading the Quran about the brothers are closer, the Muslim brothers are closer to each other than even the blood relatives. We're like brothers. It's true in our lives, and we recognize that. And I'm not one to do this. I don't like to meddle and get into people's business, especially since I'm young. But I'm going to put a challenge out there. I put a challenge out there for our communities and the leadership of our communities to do what Imam Rasul just did. He gave a beautiful, beautiful address here today, keynote address, and he had cards on there. I'm not saying do what he did that way, but I'm saying look at the teachings of Imam Deen Mohammed and see what messages and what he taught us and the things he taught us, and try to use those things in your daily life to help the broader community. And I got one thing. We know as a people that we don't have what draws other groups together. Thousands of years of a culture, a history, a positive history, and an identity that we love and have been attracted to as a people. Now we do, coming through civil rights, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Imam Deen Muhammad, and we have a pretty, we started with a pretty good picture of who we are. And with the light of the Quran, we know who we are. And the person that we believe that we are, or the self-image that we have is a good, healthy self-image where we can feel proud to say that I'm African American. Just like the Arab Americans say, I'm proud to be an Arab American. And that's one of the first things you hear them talking about. Same thing with the Asian Americans. And the Latino Americans. The Latinos, they used to be everybody. They used to, Puerto Rican, Mexican, they done united all of them. Now they don't say, you don't hear them saying all of that no more. They done united on even a higher level. But they asking us to regress into, it's no need because we have a black president to identify as African American or black. And that's all for the purpose of keeping us in the position that we were put in that made us a people in the first place, slavery. That's to enslave us so that we can be exploited for our resources. And we're valuable resources. The Imam started out, there might have been, I'm not sure, one of the Imams that started out their talk today talking about the spirit of the African American people being, that was you, right? Talking about the spirit of the African American people being something that that has such great wealth in it that cultures is formed out of it. And so they take that and exploit it. And most of the things that come out of us are things that God put in us from our original nature. And the reason why we're able to tap into it better than others is because we have been denied a self-leadership. So we have to tap into something a little deeper than, 200 years ago, 1,000 years ago, whatever. So our leader, in a more pure sense, if y'all following me, is the Deen of Fitra. It's the nature that God put in us, more so than the Latinos, the Asians, Mexicans, the Arabs, because they've had thousands of years. They have to break away from that and see and follow what Allah is doing to us as a people. So our what do you call it? Our birth or our beginning that we're experiencing as being a new people is not just a rebirth for us. It's really a rebirth for all of humanity. To watch, because that's why they're watching us. We the only people that ain't watching. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. We the only people. If we could save ourselves just by watching Allah's hand and His work in us. So one of the most valuable things, and all of that was to say, is that one of the greatest detriments that we say, and we all agree as a people, is that we don't have nothing, no material establishment, no money. Right. Elijah Muhammad said so many years ago that they call us spooks, that we're a bunch of spooks, and Imam Muhammad explained it. I knew that it was an insult. Just the way it sounds. I thought it was because he thought it was spooky or something. But a spook is a spirit without a body. A spook is a ghost. So he's saying, so what they're saying when they call us spooks is they're saying you have no material, you spiritual, you love God, you all spirit. As a matter of fact, you spooky like a ghost. All y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of spooks. So Elijah Muhammad said, I'm going to change that. He said, me and my people, we're going to establish something on this earth. And we're going to establish something. And it was established. And nothing's changed. We haven't lost a step. We haven't lost anything. The day the Honorable Elijah Muhammad came and brought that to our conscience, that moment, we ceased to be spooks. So we're not no more. So if you still have a spooky mentality and you're afraid of the material world, you're not of us. I don't know who you are, but you're not of us. So we have to be conscious of the influences that come into us. People that tell us, African American, what's that? We all Muslims, this is a great America. You don't have to call, you don't need no African American. Y'all don't need no convention this year. Just join us, And I say, I do that the day you stop calling yourself an Arab. You stop saying I'm an Arab, or I'm an Arab American, or I'm a Latino American, or I'm an Asian American. You drop your identity, then I'll do mine. And you'll never see me again. So this is the things we have to watch out for. One of the most valuable things, all of this is to say, this challenge I'm going to ask the communities to do. And I'm good, this is one ability that I hate, that I can almost see the future and predict things because I care about human nature and people and trends and the influences that influence people. So I know what influences are going to dominate in your life and what's going to happen after I say anything to you. But it still serves a purpose. Imam Muhammad's value for us was far more than what we realize. It was for everything, for community. He summed it up. Just go back and listen to what the Imam said. Community establishment. And he made it so simple. In the time, what most of us materially think of economic success or materialism for their family. Most people don't even think about having a family until they say, well, I need a good job, I got to go to college, get an education, I got to get enough money to even ask her to marry me. And then when we get married, I want to have a big wedding. I want to have that's working backwards. But most people, the first thing they think about is how to establish some foundation, some material foundation to grow from. And a lot of us, we have this image in our mind of $1 million. So we say the ultimate success would to be raise $1 million one day, or to be